With Fragile X, it's like a complete whole new language you're trying to learn. They also live with a lot of guilt in themselves that I gave it to the child. My child has this condition because of me. The FMR1 gene was only discovered in the year 1991. When they would have a second child and a third child, they would have the same condition.
Oh, infertility also is the reason of Fragile X.
No, Fragile X carrier is the reason for infertility. It was more for the genetic history that we had done the diagnosis. It's important to not be scared कि now when I go to the doctor, what is the doctor going to say?
A personal mantra you live by?
Live and let live.
What keeps you going on tough days?
My connection with God. He's put me on this path.
If you had 60 seconds to speak to the world about Fragile X, what would you say?
Can be tested with a simple blood test which has answers to your future. Go for it.
One dream you still haven't chased?
Writing a book.
Nice. So today we have Shalini Kedia, who is Fragile X Society India's chairperson, and she has been creating awareness from last 22 years. We'll be knowing all the facts and medical condition about Fragile X from her. Let's talk to her. Hi Shalini.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Very excited.
Even I'm very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
I know what you're doing. I've been connected to you from so many years through social media and for all your awareness work. Being a part of also is really nice.
Thank you.
I want to ask, what was the first thought when you came to know about Fragile X?
So, of course, it's very intriguing. You kind of feel lost because Fragile X is a rare disease. It's not something you've ever heard of. It's not like cough, cold, fever, stomach ache. You know what to do. You can ask your neighbor. You can ask a friend. Kya karna hai? With Fragile X, it's like a complete whole new language you're trying to learn. And initially, you get very overwhelmed. You feel so lost. And that's why I thought of starting an organization, because we wanted to help families who have children affected with this rare condition, because it needs a specific kind of understanding of the condition and of the child and how to move forward.
So, what is the difference between Fragile X and other syndromes? What is the basics of it? Because I know there is a lot of information now is available about Fragile X, but what is the basic thing? Like when a parent or mother or father should be like careful, no, there is something different. What is the basics?
So, whether it's Fragile X or any other neurodevelopmental condition, what I always tell families is, behind the doctor's file, there's always a growth development chart. You should monitor the chart carefully. If there's any area where your child is missing milestones continuously, repeatedly, you should bring it to the notice of the doctor. That's the most important thing, whether it's any condition. It could be just coincidental. Maybe the doctor will say there's nothing to be worried about. Maybe the doctor will say, yes, we can give some extra support in this area. But it's important to not be scared कि now when I go to the doctor, what is the doctor going to say? That's the biggest thing. Secondly, when it comes to Fragile X, basically all the other neurodevelopmental disorders have some or the other reason why they are caused. With Fragile X, we know, like we have our 23 pairs of chromosomes, our X and the Y chromosome. Our chromosomes carry our genes, and I know it's a little scientific.
No, but I would like to hear it.
Yeah.
And I would like to hear it in more common words.
Yeah.
Okay. Because technical informations are available. I want that
Correct.
a common person, a layman
Exactly.
person like me should understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our genes carry our DNA information from generations. How sometimes you have eyes like your great grandfather, even if you've not met him. So, how did those eyes reach you? They reached you through your DNA. That's the importance of the DNA. So, similarly, on the X chromosome, there is a gene known as the FMR1 gene, which shuts down. It just because of a mutation, it shuts down and it stops doing the work it has to do. And the work of that gene is to produce FMR protein.
Okay, it's a growth.
It's
protein something?
the FMR protein is very important for the brain development. So now, for example, if I try to explain to you that from today इस कोई भी एक घर में नमक नहीं आएगा. You need to cook food without salt because that protein is missing for life. So this child has to learn to sit, stand, walk, communicate, study, everything without that protein. So that house, hypothetically, where there's no salt, how are you going to eat food? You're going to try to put other condiments, add some sauces, add some sour things, but try to achieve it. So similarly for children with Fragile X, they are lifelong going to function without the protein.
Oh.
And the therapies and the medicines and everything that we give them is to try to help the brain function without the protein.
So I read somewhere that it's mostly about the X chromosome,
Yes.
right? So are mothers blamed for it?
Absolutely. We are in India, and I cannot deny it, that we still have families who believe that the sex of the child it depends upon the mother, when scientifically we all know that's not true. But there are families. And Fragile X is an X dominant disorder. So many a times mothers are the carriers. And yes, you can say they are blamed. They also live with a lot of guilt in themselves that I gave it to the child. My child has this condition because of me. But it wasn't a mistake.
But शालिनी, you know, जैसा कि आपको पता है इंडिया में एक छोटी सी बात भी टैबू जैसी ही है.
Yeah.
और स्पेशली जब उनका बच्चा फ्रजाइल एक्स हो और दैट बिकॉज ऑफ हर क्रोमोसोम, शी हैज टू काइंड ऑफ गिल्ट नाउ. एक तो वो खुद अपने बच्चे का ख्याल रख रही है और प्लस शी इज ब्लेमिंग हरसेल्फ आल्सो. सो आर वी equipped to handle those situations?
I think the biggest role here is family. It is the husband and the extended family who can make her feel comfortable in her skin and say that, okay, you know, this is our situation and we are dealing with it together. It doesn't matter. No other professional can help her except because today, how much ever a professional will tell her it wasn't your mistake, she's still going to feel guilty till she gets that acceptance and help from her family, especially the husband. This is what I have experienced in 22 years.
How upfront the parents are when it comes to Fragile X, when they come to know like, okay, my child have this problem or he's having this, I don't want to use that, you know, disability word, but I really don't know how to put it in other words also. So once our parents know, okay, theek hai, there is this condition. So how upfront they are, and are they approaching doctors and whoever the therapist?
So we get a mix of parents. We have some families who, as soon as they learn it's Fragile X, they'll immediately take appointments, go to the doctor, call us, want help from us, want to read information, get connected. Then we have another set of parents who take their time. They go slow. They'll probably call us once and say, okay, please give me this information. And if I ask them, would you like to join the support group? There are many more families like you. They will say we are not ready yet. So we never force them because it has to come from within.
Yeah, because the long process, right?
Yes.
And it's time consuming
Yes.
also. Yes.
Yes. So we have a mix of families, though now because the taboo with neurodivergent children and you know, so whether we use any kind of words, a disability, special needs, anything, ultimately the child is different from another child.
Yes.
The growth process, speed, and the areas is all going to be different. Okay, so today there is a lot more acceptance in our society and in India. It's easier for families to talk about their child.
I think it's been a really long, some 12 to 15 years for you working for Fragile X?
22 years.
22 years. So, what difference you see and how difficult it was for you in starting?
So initially families were not getting diagnosis because of the lack of awareness. The gene responsible, the FMR1 gene, was only discovered in the year 1991.
Oh,
So
not very.
that's quite recent.
Yes.
So initially families were getting passed off as autism because Fragile X and autism have very similar symptoms. So everyone would say ये autism है, okay, developmental delay है, speech delay है. Fragile X was not getting recognized. Now what was happening, because of not getting the right diagnosis, how will you get the right treatment? Plus, because it's a silently inherited condition, when they would have a second child and a third child, they would have the same condition.
Oh, so it's not like in general autism, it's like one child can be good, like healthy, and one child can be affected. But if in a family somebody have a Fragile X kid, so there are full chances to get the second kids also affected to it?
There are, it's actually 50-50% chance,
Okay.
but you don't know which side is your 50 going to go.
Oh.
So we've seen families with 4 children affected.
And they all have Fragile
All
X.
have Fragile X syndrome. We know families with 3 children affected, 2 children affected. But now, when there is more awareness, the doctors, and they go through genetic counseling, with the help of medical advances, the families can successfully have a second child without the condition.
Okay, so this can be detected during pregnancy?
Point number 1, it can be detected during pregnancy, of course. It can be whether, okay, so now we're looking at a inherited condition.
Yes.
So we look at a lady who has a child with Fragile X. So it's important to go for genetic counseling, because if she has a sister who has not yet got children, and suppose the sister is a carrier, you can do a blood test on the sister to know if she's a carrier. So you can come to know even before she thinks of having children. If she is a carrier for Fragile X, there are medical advances like PGD and IVF, where they select the correct and the healthy embryos and only implant those.
So, Shalini, I'm little confused here. So, it's like if I'm planning to get pregnant and I get pregnant, like there are certain tests we do during
Right.
pregnancy.
Right.
Can we go for these tests also during pregnancy?
Yeah, so at the 3rd month,
Yeah.
they can do CVS or
Okay.
amniocentesis and come to know whether the child is healthy or not.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
it can be detected.
It can be done. But for that, you need to tell the doctor
That I want this
test done, or there's a family history, or there has to be a reason for you to do the
No,
test.
like nowadays, though, there are certain protocols to
Yeah.
follow during pregnancy.
Yeah, so this is not a part of the protocol.
Oh.
It's not a part of the protocol because the doctor cannot just test every embryo just like that. You
Achha.
need to either be a carrier or have a family history to be testing the embryo.
Okay, so it's like one test is done on the one pregnant lady of the family, and if it's positive chances, you can and you should go for the other ladies also.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You should inform other members of your family that such a condition is there in our family, because there can be your second cousin who can carry it, there can be nephew who can carry it, a niece who can carry it. You don't know.
Okay, so just tell me one thing, like it's totally genetic, or it can be rare also, like if nobody has a history in my family and suddenly there is somebody having a kid and a child and he is affected by Fragile X, is it possible?
Theoretically, it is possible, But
Okay.
in 22 years, I haven't come across a case.
So it's genetics.
So it's all the families I have seen has always had an inheritance and genetic link.
What was your first interaction with a child who is affected with Fragile X, and how did you thought to go ahead to learn more and more about it? What was your thought?
So basically, it was very important to see to it that the family is getting the right guidance. Now, today you are interested in learning so much about Fragile X. Imagine a family who gets the report that your child has Fragile X syndrome, but they don't understand that. So, that is the role we play, where we explain to them in simple layman's words exactly what is missing in the brain, that the child understands things differently. They have high levels of anxiety because one of the jobs of the protein is to manage anxiety.
Yeah.
So now you need to be sure that you kind of don't trigger the child's anxiety, how to manage their anxiety, how to encourage them to learn. Like we know inherent traits, they are visual learners, they like to copy. So we equip the families that these are the things you should do with the child, so the child will give you better results.
So as you said that anxiety and everything comes is in the part of package. So does the child needs the special care for her mental wellness also?
Yes.
I'm just not asking about the learning process or
Yes.
anything,
Yes.
from the other aspect
Yes.
also.
So children, if they are anxious, if anybody, if you and I are anxious,
Yeah.
will we be able to do
Yes,
anything?
yes.
We will make a mistake in even a simple addition. So there are many ways of reducing anxiety. Of course, if the child needs medication, you need to give them anti-anxiety medication also. But otherwise, therapy, learning yoga, breathing, calming themselves down as they grow and understand it, they are better equipped to deal with their anxiety.
When you started this, what was your experience? Like what challenges you faced, especially in India?
I think the biggest challenge was it being a rare disease. Even doctors not talking about it or knowing about it, and then I'm trying to spread awareness on it. So my goal was to help families who are living with this condition, to empower them with their children. But as we moved on and I saw that even doctors are not yet aware, we started educating doctors on the condition. We started creating more awareness. We started doing conferences and seminars. And today it's actually amazing to see how so many people know what is Fragile X.
I want to bring the movie Sitare Zameen Par. How did he affected your awareness program? As I came to know about this from your post only, that one of the character is Fragile X.
Yes.
So how much is impacted in positive way?
It's amazing because Rishabh, who plays Raju in Sitare Zameen Par, is mildly affected. Okay, and he has Fragile X syndrome. In fact, his family was the first family I met.
Oh, wow.
And children with Fragile X have very good imitation skills. They have an amazing sense of humor. So, in the movie, all his traits have been used.
Wow.
And-
Just well researched. Obviously, it's Amir
Yes,
Khan's movie. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's the first actor in the whole world with Fragile X syndrome.
Wow.
So that opens the doors for so many people to think of this as a career, as an option, as an avocation, as something that their child can do, instead of the regular things that children are doing.
I hope this brings more parents to accept their child in positive way, and they come forward for the therapy and whatever it takes to.
It will. It's
really
definitely. So, Sitare Zameen Par has definitely been taken very positively, even by audience, even by families
Yes.
who have special children. They've all loved the portrayal of acceptance, how Amir Khan can laugh at himself, how he talks about his own shortcomings in the movie, and he's ready to learn from them.
So, Shalini, you just told me about the traits of the Fragile X syndrome child. What are the positive traits and what are the negative traits of kid?
So I would consider every trait to be positive.
Yes.
Negative it is because probably it's not conducive for their growth. For example, now anxiety. It is present in nearly 80% of children with Fragile X, and it can be a big dampener when it comes to learning, communication, going out, and
Could
everything.
be overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. But children with Fragile X are very social, very friendly. They have an amazing sense of humor. They can make you laugh. They have very good imitation skills, and it's they have an amazing sense of responsibility also. See, again, Fragile X is a spectrum disorder. So there's every child is not affected to the same degree. Some children are less affected, some are more affected.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I take an overall average, most of the children have these amazing skills. And they are very, very organized, methodical. If you give them some job, they're very responsible.
Wow. So you just said that it's a spectrum disease. So does mother's health also, like, does mother health also affect the child's health?
So the thing is, if the mother is a carrier, which most likely,
Yeah.
then yes, being a carrier for Fragile X, it will impact her health also.
Yeah.
She can have anxiety, sleep problems, and other issues.
So is it possible that we women, we are affected from this chromosome and we don't know, and we have the healthy child?
Yes, absolutely.
And the anxiety in women could be the reason of Fragile X chromosome?
It could be. It could be.
So are we doing some kind of research about it?
Abroad, there are doing a lot of research.
What is the situation in India?
In India, no, not yet.
Because anxiety is one of the major
Yes.
mental issue we are facing, especially in women. Because they are
Absolutely.
so overwhelmed with so many responsibilities and in the home front and their career front. I think there should be some kind of research, right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to dig deeper, but I know abroad they are doing a lot of research on it.
Your,
Not yet in India.
because the your thing put me into that.
Yeah.
I was not ready for this question, but your answer, like
Right.
your statement, made me think in that way also.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you know, हालांकि इंडिया में तो हम बहुत टाइम पे अपना मेंटल इश्यूज जो है जो भी we are going through, we don't even discuss it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Fragile X, one of the reason that women are affected more.
It is possible. I mean, there are so many women today who decide not to become mothers. So even if they are Fragile X carriers, you'll never know. And sometimes you don't know if the anxiety is stemming from there. Of course, it's a very far-fetched thought because right now thinking of testing women from the angle of anxiety is a little far-fetched.
Where the main
Yes,
yeah.
yes, it's a
I
little
do get
far-fetched. But yes, it's possible.
this is something, you know, I would like to research more and more, I guess.
So, in fact, one thing which is very important to know is that women who are carriers, around 20% of them have fertility problems.
Now, or like
Always, always. So, 20% of them will not be able to conceive naturally. They will go for IVF, and if the doctor is not aware that she's a carrier, they can actually go through 2, 3, 4 cycles and then have a child who's affected.
oh.
Yeah.
So infertility is also is the reason of
Connected.
Fragile X.
No, Fragile X carrier is the reason for infertility.
Oh,
Yes,
so it's so deep actually. Right?
actually. So, ideally, when a woman goes for IVF, the doctor should test them for Fragile X, because if she's a Fragile X carrier, then she will have to make better medical decisions.
So are these tests are happening in India?
They are happening, they are available, but not everyone is aware to do it.
Even in IVF centers
Yes,
also?
yes.
It's not very common.
It's not common. No.
So, are you reaching out to IVF centers?
Yes, we are reaching out to, we have connected with many, and many of them are today very aware and testing, but there is a larger chunk of people who are not doing it.
Even after knowing it.
Even after knowing it, it's not on the top of their mind. And today, we've seen families who've gone through Fragile X, who've gone through IVF cycles and then have a child with Fragile X syndrome.
And then they are disheartened.
What can they do?
So, I know this is not your forte and field. I'm just thinking from the perspective of that mother who is very excited to conceive. Like, I'm very excited to conceive, right? And I'm going through IVF. Now, when you explain her this thing, like, all this syndrome, so what she choose? Have you ever faced this kind of situation that when you're explaining would be mother, like, this is the situation, if you go through IVF, this can also be a situation. So what's the reaction? Have you ever come through?
So the thing is, when a woman is told to test for Fragile X, they always agree. Because it's one blood test, it's 7 or 8,000 rupees, which is hardly anything compared to the whole IVF cost. They always agree, and after knowing if they are a carrier, then they can take the option of either a donor egg or go through PGD. But now, when they don't know about it, I literally tell IVF doctors that woman who came to your clinic chasing motherhood, was she prepared to be a special mother?
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
So here the key player is the IVF doctor, right?
Exactly. And it is so important. And that is why, since 5 years, we've started with mass awareness. We said, let's not only wait for the doctor to suggest the test, let's make every individual responsible for their health. So if a woman reads or sees this podcast and she's planning to go for IVF, she can go and say, I saw this podcast and I want to do this Fragile X test, whatever it is. The doctor will not say no. But that is why I've changed my approach to stop only educating doctors about it and do mass awareness.
The women.
Yes, it's very important.
So is it possible, like till now we've been talking about the mother, is it possible that father can also be carrier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fathers
like
can
you just
also be
tasted a
carrier.
mother and
Yes.
she's all fine.
Yes.
And have you ever approached a father? Ki your wife is okay, but I think we should taste you also. What is his first response? Because पढ़ के तो हम आए हैं कि mother is responsible, right? So what is his?
No, but even if they read on the internet, they will get the same information that both the parents can be carriers. Right? And usually when a child is positive, the doctors want to get both the parents tested.
Okay.
So we usually get both the parents tested, and then if they have a sibling, they want to test the sibling also. The sibling could be a carrier.
So so now there is a female child and male child. What is the percentage of getting affected with the Fragile X?
So there are more boys affected and less girls affected. The reason behind it is that boys have only one X chromosome. But for girls, they have the second X chromosome, which is the healthy one, which is supplementing the protein.
Shalini, how much, when you started the awareness program of Fragile X syndrome, how much support did you get from people?
It was very difficult because you're trying to create awareness about a subject that nobody's heard about. So why will anyone support you?
And I'm sure there was much anticipation about it कि नहीं ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता है.
Exactly. So then as science became clearer, there was more medical evidence saying that what I'm saying is there, it's prevalent. Then whether it's newspapers or magazines or doctors, everyone started understanding and picking it up and listening, agreeing and taking things forward.
So 22 years is really a very long time. What difference do you do you see the cases of Fragile X increasing, or because of the awareness, people are getting more cautious about it? What difference do you see?
I see the cases increasing because of awareness, there's a right diagnosis.
Okay.
Okay. But at the same time, just 3 weeks ago, within a week, in fact, we received 2 messages of families whose first child has Fragile X syndrome, and now they successfully have a second child without the condition.
Wow.
And that is so, so great.
And it's just because of your awareness.
It's because
Wow.
of the awareness and them listening, going for genetic counseling, taking the right medical help. Today they have healthy babies. So within 1 week we had 2 families, and it was literally like we were so overjoyed.
So, Shalini, when you say medical help, I'm talking about the child.
Right.
Once you detect that the child is affected by Fragile X syndrome, what are the steps, what are the medical help one should seek for?
So some children with Fragile X syndrome can have recurrent ear infections.
Okay.
So you need to be careful about that. They can have a squint in the eye. They might have a heart murmur. They might have, a risk of epilepsy. Like 40% of boys who have Fragile X are prone to epilepsy.
Okay.
So parents have to be a little careful with their child and not just say that, okay, this is like a normal thing, let it go, let it go.
Because ear infection and all,
Exactly.
when your kid, your child is very young, it keeps happening,
Exactly.
because of, yeah, so you should not ignore it.
Yeah. So, for example, I'll tell you, if the child is already showing a delay in development, plus you're seeing ear infections, 2 and 2, you should test for Fragile X.
Okay.
If you're seeing a delay and there's a squint in the eye, test for Fragile X. If the child has autism, definitely test for Fragile X. Because Fragile X is the only known single gene cause of autism.
Oh.
Otherwise, there's no blood test you can do to confirm autism.
Then, when you say this, why people are still not talking about it freely? Because, I mean, this is like you saying the main thing to,
Yes. Lack of awareness.
like, people are talking about ADHD or other syndromes, and you're saying the reason is Fragile X.
Yes.
So I think the Fragile X should be the first thing to taste, right?
Yes. Yes.
And people are not talking about
No.
it.
No. So
The-
that makes it even more challenging for us, because we've seen cases where the child is 10 years old with a diagnosis of autism, and they read an article of mine in the newspaper, and that's the first time they heard the words Fragile X. The whole night the parents researched on the internet. Next day called me and said, we need to test our child because we are very sure it's Fragile X and not autism. And when we tested, it came out positive.
And then the whole therapy
Everything
and the medical.
changes. Everything changes.
So I think doctors need to be trained. Doctors need to be made aware, especially the gynecologist and all that IVF centers and all. When you approach them, like, if you're approaching a gynecologist, how she respond to it? How
They are very receptive. I have to say that any professional we approach are very receptive and accepting. But the thing is, it's not always on the top of the head. Like in India, the same doctor who is seeing autism and Down syndrome and Fragile X, so many conditions, I don't even expect them to remember it all the time. So, in fact, in 2019, we launched the guidelines for Fragile X in India with the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. And all the doctors in the country have those guidelines. But you don't know how many have even read it and how many even remember it. Ultimately, Fragile X is a rare condition. You're not going to see it every day.
every day? Yeah, true.
So, that is why I believe that the lay people should be aware, because today you're looking after your one unit, your husband, wife, family, children, whatever. You can be more aware, you can ask the right questions, you can approach the doctor and say, I read this or I heard of this and I want to check.
शालिनी, नाउ मैंने ये क्वेश्चन आपसे पहले पूछ लिया है, बट आई वांट टू रिपीट अगेन कि जब जब कोई फैमिली या कोई पेरेंट्स आपके पास आते हैं विद so many questions and doubts, how you make them understand ki, listen, this can be handled, how you make them understand, because autism word is still a taboo in India. It's not very widely talked about. So how do you make them feel comfortable?
So I think the biggest thing is to hear them. And usually, when we hear them patiently, they always say that you're the first person we can talk to freely without the fear of judgment or taboo. Because we couldn't talk to anyone like this, not even our friends, not even our siblings, because everywhere they are scared. So, our concept at Fragile X India is first hear them out fully. Whatever is in their heart, let it come out. Whether they want to talk about the guilt, they want to talk about the fear, they want to talk about anything. I always tell them no question is irrelevant. You're free to ask every question. Then it's very, very important. I ask them how much have they understood the condition, how much have they understood क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ, what is it that is missing. Because अगर समझेंगे नहीं तो कैसे हेल्प करेंगे. It's very, very important that you have to train your brain to start working to help your child.
Yeah, because it's a long process.
It's a long process and it's a lifelong process. It's
Especially
a
for
lifelong.
mother.
Yes.
So when a family comes, do you suggest a therapy for mother and the child?
I don't suggest therapy for the mother unless she shows very severe symptoms. But usually it is so, no parent in the first conversation thinks of themselves.
Yeah.
It's only about the child. It's never about themselves. But slowly, as they get connected with us and we have a group and we keep exchanging messages, I tell them it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry because till you don't cry and grieve what you have lost, you will not accept what you have in front of you. How will you accept the child? And without acceptance, you can work like a machine for 5 years, you will not see progress.
So here the understanding plays a major role. Right?
Exactly. And it's fair. I mean, today, if a mother says, I'm feeling guilty, I'm feeling cheated, I'm feeling betrayed, it's fair for her to feel all of that. For 9 months, she wove so many dreams around the child, and suddenly, one piece of paper has shattered it all. So I tell her, please cry, please take out your anger, do it, you deserve to do it. But uske baad kya? You're not going to stay there. I'm not letting you stay there. You have to come on this side. I'm giving you witness of so many families who have come on this side, accepted their situation, and today are happy. So the first, I cannot give them unrealistic goals in the first meeting. In the first meeting, we have to be very gentle with them. We have to pick them up from where they are. If they know this much, we give them a little more information and we tell them we are always here. Come back to us whenever you are ready for more information. You don't overload your brain with too much information. Some parents will ask, 2 साल का बच्चा है, they'll ask, ये गाड़ी चला पाएगा क्या? ये स्विमिंग कर सकेगा क्या? ये क्या बनेगा बड़ा होके? I said it's okay. Ask.
As a parent, you can
ask. Yeah. It's fair. And we tell them if you've called, leave a message if we don't pick up the phone. 24/7, our WhatsApp is on for you. You leave your messages, it will reach us, we will respond when we can. As a parent, there is no restriction and no right and wrong for the questions. Then during COVID, I realized that I had explained Fragile X 20,000 times in layman's words. So, we came up with a program on Udemy. Udemy is an online learning platform. So we have a course on Udemy where I am explaining what is Fragile X in layman's words
Wow.
and what the parents should be doing, what are the strengths, what are their weaknesses, how to help them better with a lot of downloadable resources. So last year we updated that course and now we tell the families to see that course. उसमें क्या होता है कि on the phone or when you meet me, it's a one conversation.
Yes.
When you have the course where I am talking, rewind it, forward it, see it again, show it to your family, show it to your therapist. You can do as much as you want with it. It is in your hands. So that course has done very well and it's like a service for them. I've not made it chargeable or anything because I just felt ki they deserve that much information to understand.
So the basics, like I was going to ask you anyways, ki what are the basics a parent should follow? Like, okay, now it diagnosed. What are the basics? How to handle the child at home? What is the home care? The basic home care kit. What are the basics?
Is that the mother should be a mother. I have this conversation nearly once a month when the mother says, I'm planning to become a special educator, I'm planning to do this course, I'm planning to do that course. I said, फिर उसकी माँ किधर जाएगी? Because you are 24/7 going to see him from a therapist's angle. He will lose his mother. You cannot buy another mother, you cannot hire another mother. Don't make that mistake. You have to be the child's mother. How will the child thrive without the mother? दो थेरेपी कम जाएगा चलेगा, कुछ चीजें कम सीखेगा चलेगा, पर माँ के
Mother's
बिना.
support is important.
So I will always remind them, and sometimes I tell them, and some parents I see, they'll call and the first 30 minutes she will talk about only therapy. And then I'll just ask her, where is the child's mother? She kept quiet and then she howled and she cried. She's saying, you just made me realize that I'm not his mother. I've just become like this eagle who's constantly trying to see, अभी इसमें क्या fix करना है, अभी इसमें क्या कमी है, अभी कौन सा क्लास में डालूं, which therapy, which other doctor, which other medicine. I said, where's the mother?
But it can be reason of her own anxiety which comes with the Fragile X.
That is
chromosome.
fair. That is not, no, this is more of a mother's need to try to fix what's wrong in the child, which we have to stop doing. You have to stop the minute you stop trying to fix your child and you understand this child is like this and I want to help him in his journey. There is a big difference in the approach. There's a big difference in the mother-child relationship. Because otherwise, you're not even playing with your child once. You're all the time thinking what to teach. So where is that mother-child bond?
So parents are mostly, they want to make something to their kids,
Yes.
The same thing happens with the Fragile X syndrome
Yes.
affected parents also, plus the therapy,
Yes.
plus the systematic things, whatever they have to follow.
Yeah.
Right? So how you make the parent understand कि you have to take slow, you don't have to run behind, because ये सबसे बड़ा problem हो जाता है parents में इंडिया में कि अब तो मेरा बच्चा कुछ कर नहीं सकता या ये miss out करेगा. तो how you make them understand that?
So I tell them to achieve 3 things. I tell them to raise a happy, confident and street smart child. That's it. I said, if you're doing 2 therapies a day or 20 therapies a day, if your child is happy, karo na. No problem. I don't have a problem. But if your child is burdened with the therapy, then take a break. Reduce it, because an unhappy child or an unhappy adult cannot do anything. So the happiness will lead to the confidence. If a child or an individual is unhappy, they cannot be confident. So a happy, confident individual is automatically street smart. What else do you need to survive today? And whether your child has a disability or a condition, whether they can study English, math, science, they can still be happy, confident, and street smart. That is in your hands.
So, does the surrounding of the child affect
100%. 100%. And that again, I always tell the mother, the situation you are in, the people around you will look at it the way you look at it.
because he's picking it up from you?
Not only that, you walk with confidence. I have so many moms, they will say, when we go to the garden, the other mothers, they just turn around, this, that, and all. I said, so let them do that. You play with your child, you put your head up high, you show the confidence in your child and come back home. You see, after 1 week, they will all start looking at you.
So, how different the Fragile X syndrome affected child with the other child? How much is the difference, and how you can differentiate? Like you
It's
just said,
very different.
Yeah?
It's very different.
even the look wise.
Look wise, it's very difficult to know the difference.
Okay.
Look wise, in fact, there are some physical symptoms, like children with Fragile X syndrome will have a long face, broad forehead, protruding ears, a prominent jawline, but not necessarily all the physical symptoms are there in all the children and from childhood.
It's like somebody can have a long ear or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you can pass off as a regular neurotypical
But
child.
but just like looking at them, you can differentiate that they have some.
I can.
Because
I
you
can,
know.
because
so
of
this
experience.
is not like you cannot find out only by looking.
No, it's not like Down syndrome. Like for Down syndrome, as soon as you look at the child, you know
You
it's
know
Down
they are
syndrome
different, yeah.
because they all have the typical same features. In Fragile X, you can't know by only looking.
You said the same features. Most of the Down syndrome affected kids, they all look same.
Yeah.
Is there a certain reason
Yeah,
behind
it's
it?
because of their chromosome repeat. That it is a feature of the condition.
Oh, that the round face.
Yes, yes.
For all.
For all of them.
So they the features and all, they don't pick it up from their parents. And
They
all?
will have a little resemblance to the parents, of course, but basically their facial features, the almond shaped
Yeah.
eyes and their teeth and their structure, everything comes because of the condition.
So that's why the similarity
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
So Fragile X is different from this.
Yes.
That by look you cannot.
No.
And what are the actions? What are the different action this child they portray that you can understand that they are different from other child?
So you will definitely see that they might not make eye contact.
Okay.
They might make actions like hand flapping, like children with autism do. They might not be verbal. They might have a delay. They might not understand instructions like you're telling them to another child with their age.
So it can be confused with the introvert thing,
It can. It can be confusing. Yes.
because not every child is having all the symptoms,
No,
right?
no.
Like hand flapping and
No,
all. But he or she
Yeah.
can be also affected, right?
Yes.
So he or she is very shy or late learner or not very open in their friends group.
Yeah.
So it can be
It
taken
can.
as an introvert.
It can. It can. And in fact, many girls don't get diagnosed because anyway they have milder symptoms. They have the second X chromosome,
Okay.
which is supplementing. So many girls don't get diagnosed.
आपने जैसे कहा कि लड़कियों के जो सिम्टम्स हैं वो बहुत माइल्ड होते हैं,
Right.
और हमारे यहाँ पे तो ऐसी लड़कियों को बहुत इंट्रोवर्ट मानते ही हैं, राइट? तो कितना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है ये जब लड़कियों को डायग्नोज करने का मौका होता है?
बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल, बिकॉज एक तो वो लड़कियों में कम सिम्टम्स होते हैं, माइल्डर सिम्टम्स होते हैं, एंड काफ़ी कम लड़कियों को फ्रेजाइल एक्स है. इसके लिए लड़कियों का डायग्नोसिस काफ़ी लेट होता है, अनलेस देयर सिम्टम्स आर सो सिवियर कि वो बहुत सिवियर हैं और उन्हें शुरू में ही डायग्नोस किया गया.
तो फिर इसकी वजह से आपका काम जो है थोड़ा और मुश्किल हो जाता होगा.
डेफिनेटली.
तो that also affect the percentage of the diagnosed kid?
Absolutely.
एंड हाउ एक औरत, फिर एक गर्ल चाइल्ड एंड द इंडियन सोसाइटी, how difficult it is for you to convince the family when it comes to a girl child?
है बहुत मुश्किल, बिकॉज एक्सेप्टेंस बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है विद अ गर्ल चाइल्ड. सब कुछ छुपा के रखना है कि बाद में पता नहीं चले सब कुछ, पर हो जाता है. आजकल एक्सेप्टेंस काफ़ी आया है बिकॉज सब लोग बात कर रहे हैं इसके बारे में, और इतनी अवेयरनेस होने के कारण एक्सेप्टेंस भी आ रहा है.
शालिनी, आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि चाइल्ड इज सम 16-17 ईयर ओल्ड और क्योंकि उनका लेट डायग्नोसिस हुआ है, चाहे वो लड़की हो या लड़का, क्योंकि उनका बहुत ज़्यादा सिम्टम नहीं है लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत जैसे शाइनेस आपने बोला और इंट्रोवर्ट है, और फिर अचानक से एक दिन उनको पता चलता है कि दे आर फ्रेजाइल एक्स syndrome affected. Have you seen these kind of
45 years.
what?
45-year-old जेंटलमैन जो दिल्ली में रहता है और गाड़ी चलाते हैं, क्लब जाते हैं और काफ़ी इंडिपेंडेंट है, लेकिन कुछ अलग है उसमें, ये डिस्क्रिप्शन था उनका. और जब टेस्ट कराया तो फ्रेजाइल एक्स निकला.
So एक बच्चा है और एक एडल्ट है, तो जो थेरेपी है वो कितना अलग हो जाता है?
नहीं, अभी अडल्टहुड में तो थेरेपी नहीं दे सकते. एट 45 it was not, we didn't do the diagnosis to get clarity on therapy. It was more for the genetic history that we had done the diagnosis.
So a 45-year-old को अगर आपने डिटेक्ट कर लिया that he is affected by Fragile X syndrome and his life is affected, so no therapy for them, no medical help?
Medical help if he had anxiety, but here this individual was living a good life, going to his father's office, थोड़ा सा काम कर लेता था, he was mildly affected, गाड़ी चलाना, social life भी रखना, didn't plan to get married, तो उसे थेरेपी की क्या ज़रूरत है?
तो अगर वही चीज़ अगर एक 16 साल के लड़के को डिटेक्ट हुई होती
तो फिर थेरेपी तो देंगे, फिर थेरेपी देंगे.
हाउ डिफरेंट इट इज फ्रॉम अ चाइल्ड लाइक अ 3-year-old एंड अ 16-year-old, कितना अलग हो जाता है?
सो फॉर अ 3-year-old अभी वो बच्चा चल नहीं रहे, समझो चल रहा है तो भाग नहीं रहे, उसके माइलस्टोन्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा उसने क्या क्या अचीव कर लिया है, और वो 16 साल का जो है कि करंटली उसके प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है. Is he facing problems of being a teenager and puberty and all? उस प्रॉब्लम के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि उसकी थेरेपी कितनी देंगे.
So basically ये जो है is very specific and targeted medical help and therapy.
Yes.
जैसा कि आपने बताया कि वो 45 years के जो भी affected person थे, they don't needed any medical help or therapy, but he was going through a certain anxiety. The same thing can be with the mother also.
Yeah.
Right? So do you suggest therapy for mother for her anxiety?
Of course. And that she would have anyway gone even without the child's diagnosis. Today any
but do
lady,
you think
that's a question mark.
Because now I know that this person has anxiety. Her child is affected by Down syndrome, Fragile X, and still she is not serious about her anxiety. So how do you convince them? Because I'm sure you must be facing these kind of challenges.
So I think dealing with anxiety is a secondary thing. The more primary thing we deal with is telling the mothers what is the importance of self-care.
Because that affect the child.
Because they don't look after themselves at all. They are only focusing on the child. They won't take time out. They'll feel guilty if they left the child for 2 hours and gone to see a movie or spend time for themselves doing an activity. And I tell them, I said, this is not a 1 and 2 year story. This is lifelong. जिंदगी भर आपको इस बच्चे का अगर ध्यान रखना है तो खुद का तो ध्यान रखना ही पड़ेगा ना, नहीं तो कैसे ध्यान रखोगे? फिर चिढ़ जाओगे बच्चे से, फिर उससे नफरत करोगे, फिर कहाँ होएगा? खुश खुश बच्चा कैसे होगा? तो खुद का ध्यान रखना सबसे ज़रूरी है, और उसमें जो जो आएगा, वेदर इट इज़ थेरेपी, वेदर इट इज़ शॉपिंग, वेदर इट इज़ गोइंग फॉर अ हॉलीडे, गोइंग फॉर अ मूवी, सब चीज़ करना ज़रूरी है। अपनी लाइफ तो जियो ना, वो तो माँ भूल ही जाती है।
आई थिंक वो इससे ही इतने ओवरवेल्म्ड है कि उनका बच्चा अफेक्टेड है।
एग्जैक्टली।
और आई नो शालिनी, अब फ्रेजाइलिक्स पे बहुत सारी फिल्में बन रही हैं, डाउन सिंड्रोम पे बहुत सारी फिल्में बन रही है, ऑटिज्म पे बहुत सारी फिल्में बन रही हैं, और लोग अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तो ये जो फैक्ट्स दिखाते हैं, हाउ करेक्ट दे आर, और उससे जो पेरेंट्स है, जो रियल पेरेंट्स है, उनको कितना लेना चाहिए या नहीं लेना चाहिए, यू नो?
इट्स वेरी सैड, लेकिन कई पिक्चरों में बहुत ज़्यादा जो दिखाते हैं वो फैक्ट्स नहीं है, डिस्टॉर्टेड फैक्ट्स दिखा रहे हैं, एंड इट्स वेरी सैडनिंग, क्योंकि अगर आप कुछ इम्प्रैक्टिकल चीज़ दिखा रहे हैं जो वो बच्चा अचीव कर सकता है, क्या वो सच में अचीव कर सकता है? और कल को जो बाकी के ऑटिज्म पेरेंट्स हैं, ऑटिज्म कम्युनिटी है, उनके बच्चे अगर जिद करेंगे कि हमें भी ये करना है, वो कर पाएंगे क्या? अगर नहीं कर पाएंगे तो फिर आप क्यों दिखा रहे हो? इतनी होमवर्क करो ना।
It's like giving them a false hope, right?
Exactly. It's sad. It's very sad to see that. It's very, very important to portray reality. I understand you're making a movie, entertainment चाहिए, box office numbers are important, but then you focus on that. Then don't focus on a condition.
Or you state that it's a fictional.
Exactly. Then you write it's fiction. So then we are okay with it. But if you're not writing that it is fiction and then you show impractical things, it's quite sad.
आप भी एक फिल्म बना रही हैं, X.
Yes.
आप उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए.
फ्रेजाइल एक फिल्म है, इनफैक्ट एक्टर रजनीश दुग्गल हमसे जुड़े हैं 6-7 साल से फ्रेजाइल एक्स सिंड्रोम से, एंड आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर द फर्स्ट टाइम आई स्पोक टू हिम, ही सेड शालिनी जी इस पे हम पिक्चर बनाएंगे, और मैंने कहा काश ये सच हो, और आज ये सच हो गया है. सो ये फिल्म में हमने, it's a 30 minutes short film on Fragile X syndrome, जिसमें एक पेरेंट्स की जर्नी दिखाई है जब उनके बच्चे का डायग्नोसिस होता है फ्रेजाइल एक्स सिंड्रोम का, और फ्रेजाइल एक्स सिंड्रोम से कनेक्टेड काफ़ी चीज़ें दिखाई हैं. Within 30 minutes we've packed in quite a lot. Most importantly, पेरेंट्स कैसे हैंडल करते हैं सिचुएशन को, और वो बच्चे की ग्रोथ के लिए क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. It's very well portrayed.
I'm so looking forward to Fragile.
Yes.
When it comes to support system, society से, establishment से, government से, what is the situation right now?
From society, we have a lot of support. I mean, whenever we approach someone, everyone is very happy to help. From the government, we haven't had too much success in terms of support.
तो जब आप गवर्नमेंट की बात करते हैं, it comes from the health department, right? What kind of support do you seek from the government perspective कि ये they should come forward for the awareness or for the establishment or for the guideline or for the health sector? What is the main thing you're looking out for?
So, ICMR in Delhi has a list of rare diseases on their website. Fragile X has not even yet made it there.
Oh.
It's not even yet recognized by the government as a rare disease. So we are still very far away. The thing is, with the government, I do understand they have a lot more pressing things to look after and put their funds and time into. For someone like us, Fragile X is the biggest thing, but we have to look at it from their perspective also.
शालिनी, आप मुझे कोई एक ऐसी चीज या कोई एक ऐसा सवाल बताओ, बिकॉज आप ये 22 सालों से कर रहे हो, राइट? दिस अवेयरनेस यू आर डूइंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 22 years. आप कोई ऐसी बात बताओ जो आप चाहते हो कि लोग पूछे बट कोई नहीं पूछता है.
आई थिंक अभी काफ़ी लोग पूछ रहे हैं और वो ये है कि हाउ डू वी बी मोर इंक्लूसिव. आज की सोसाइटी में ये क्वेश्चन है बच्चों में, टीनेजर्स में, यंग अडल्ट्स में. दे वांट टू बी इंक्लूसिव बट the problem is they don't know how to. Yesterday I had this girl take my interview and she said, "Ma'am, how can we young adults be more inclusive?" So I gave a small example. I said, today आप लिफ्ट में हो और एक बच्चे को ऑटिज्म है, या आपने सुना है, सेम बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं, आपको पता है बच्चे को ऑटिज्म है, आपको इंक्लूसिव होना है, यू वांट टू बी बेटर person, what will you do? Answer me, what will you do?
You tell me. I want to hear this from an expert, you know.
So she said, I'll ask him, how are you today? Or I will ask him, what is your name? I said, or kuch. She said, nahi, that's a good way to start a conversation. I said, what if the child is non-verbal? अगर वो बच्चा बात ही नहीं कर पाएगा तो आपने जो स्टेप लिया है वो इंक्लूसिव नहीं था. So what I'm seeing today, and I think we need to talk more about, is the steps of being inclusive. Inclusion is not just about having a ramp and having disabled accessible bathrooms everywhere. But
Because not everybody is affected like that.
exactly. So then she asked me, what is the right thing? I said, don't ask a question. If the child has high anxiety, if the child is non-verbal, they will not answer you. I said, give a compliment. Just say smart t-shirt.
But that can be done only when you know that the child is affected. For a common man, जिसको समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है कि what is the difference between a normal child and the fragile X child, तो वो कैसे लेके जाएगा ये conversation ahead?
आज इवन इफ यू नो दैट आपकी क्लास में अगर कोई बच्चा है जो बहुत शाय है, आप यू वांट टू बी अ गुड पर्सन एंड बिकम फ्रेंड्स, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ आस्किंग क्वेश्चन से थिंग्स. इट अप्लाइज एवरीवेयर.
Now I'm little confused because fragile X syndrome is not very clear when it comes to appearance.
Correct.
You can find it out only by the behaviors of
And the
that
blood
is-
test. Final is with the blood test.
Okay, so that inclusivity comes when a person knows about it. Like there are 6 people sitting and one is the fragile X affected, but by the appearances or appearance it's not clear. Okay, he is just a shy person or maybe introvert. Now he want to be included, but the other 4 people are not aware about it. How they will take the conversation ahead?
No, I'm not talking about inclusion only for Fragile X. I'm talking about inclusion
All.
on the whole in society for anything which is different from you. Today कोई भी चीज़ जो हमसे अलग है हम उससे जुड़ना नहीं चाहते हैं. हमको लगता है वो अजीब है.
अजीब है.
हम सही है वो अजीब है. ये चीज़ तोड़ना है ना.
How do you celebrate small wins when the parents comes to you and then you see the family thriving? How do you celebrate it and how you count it?
The first thing is always gratitude, because I'm very grateful that I could be the positive change that the family needed. And we count it with the number of happy families we have.
Thank you so much, Shalini. We had so much fun with you and we got to learn so many things with you.
I'm so happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.